Locazel, aka the Pizza Dipper, and I'm here with the first of my Resident Evil series, the Resident of Evil series. Excuse me. Um, Going to be playing through the first five Resident Evil on PS4. Kind of an amp up for my upcoming spooky season series that I'll be doing, basically from beginning to mid September onwards to Halloween. They've changed a bunch of this. I mean, that room was very different. But, yeah, we'll just see what happens. And, as far as the spooky season series, who knows? I mean, I'll be playing a game, a lot of games. I might, you guys might talk me into playing Friday the 13th. I played a ton of that. And Until Dawn, I might not get a lot of jump scares from that because I have played through that game. It's a fucking great game. I wish that's one of those games that you kind of wish that you could experience for the first time again. You know what I mean? I mean, it's still a great game to replay, but it's just not the same as that first time you played through it. But anyways, enough about that and the future things coming on. If you're wondering why I'm doing all of this, no, I'm not. I'm mostly a zombie. I mean, a zombies live streamer. I have live streamed other games. I'm more in touch with the zombies community, but I'm not strictly going to be a zombie streamer. I have a career, I have a full time job, so, I'm looking to do this specifically to becoming a full time YouTuber. But I do hope to have the time to devote to this. And, I just. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I mean, I think maybe part of it is I was born in October, so. But I've always really loved Halloween, and I love, spooky things. Ironically, not a big scary movie person, mostly because they just kind of bore me. Most of them aren't very scary. Um, but I have grown to, like, I always hated the Friday the 13th movies, and then as I played the game, I went back and started watching them, and I owned the first six Friday the 13th movies. I just, while they've never really scared me, I see the entertainment value in them. So, yeah, I mean, I've never really there's been very few scary movies that have actually really freaked me out. Most of them don't work, mostly because of what, things like they said in scary movies, or not scary movies, Scream, like, why do the people in those movies always do the exact opposite of what I would do in almost every situation? That's new. I've never seen that where you could, like, tase them. But without further ado, let's get this B-notch started. Now that's going to get old real quick. I'm going to register later. because I didn't know that was going to be a thing. I have played through the recent remakes of both Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, and they did a fantastic job on both of them, including clearing up some of the holes in the plot of Resident Evil 2 and maybe 3. 3 didn't have a lot of holes in it because it was pretty linear. There weren't two sides. It was basically just Jill. Whereas Resident Evil 2, there were some definite holes because obviously, you know, the two people going through the police station at the same time, you really didn't see each other enough to, you know, it didn't make sense that you wouldn't see. How do you like your games? Like climbing a mountain, fulfilling but takes a lot of work. This obviously is difficulty. Like going on a hike, good exercise, but not too strenuous. Like taking a walk, you can relax and enjoy yourself. We'll go with the middle one. That sounds like normal. Like this would be hard, that would be easy. We'll go normal. You know, I mean, I'm not expecting to make it through this without dying at all. Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine? I'm going to start with Jill because I do remember in the original Resident Evil for PS1 you kind of had to start with Jill. I don't believe that Chris would unlock until after you had beat the game with Jill. So I'm going to go with Jill. In fact, I'm not sure I ever fully played through the Chris storyline because the beginning was just so tough for Chris. I mean, all you started with was a knife, and I know for certain back in them old Resident Evils, the knife was about the most useful thing. I mean, just to kill one zombie.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris!
I'm glad they did this because
Bravo
the original
was
opening cinematic for Resident Evil was an actual live action that was very poorly done, and the acting
Save
was
for the remaining
atrocious.
body of Kevin.
I suggest you look it up on YouTube and try and go find it. I mean, it's actually kind of comical.
We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
Somehow, I'm still alive. That was the original opening for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Help your dude? I mean, now it's too late, but you know, you could have fired a shot. Watching this shit go down in front of you.
Come on! This way.
whenever I see Wesker, I just think of Resident Evil 4 and the, it wasn't Mercenaries. What was the game called? The mini game that you unlocked after beating the main story.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her.
That's bothering me.
Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
It doesn't even say it on the...
A dining room.
Sorry.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood.
Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
Wow, Barry looks way different. Interesting. Large filth encrusted. Interesting. So the whole table's gonna tell me that. Can't look outside? That's right. They are running each other through. I don't get this. Well, why would I be looking for movement? You know what? I am going to go ahead and pop off a save. In case I die. Okay. Aim. R1's attack, R2 is map. change anything. Guess I'll have to get used to that. So, run a square. X is examine, circles reload while aiming. Status. R1 is attack, R2 is map. Change aiming target. Hold on. Let me try this. I don't get what this does. I'll look it up later. Oh, I see. I see, yeah. The door. I remember my first time playing, I actually played Resident Evil 2 first. Back in the day. And the first time playing through, you didn't know what was gonna happen. And every time you had to go through a door, way more chilling than it is once you already know. You know what I mean? I thought you could check the corpses and occasionally find stuff on them. Let's check this. Alright. I'm gonna run out of ammo. Kenneth Branagh. Gotta report back to Wesker. Oh, screw that, I don't like that guy. Maybe it was mercenaries, still. I got a shield. Doesn't that look like a little bit of a door on the wall? Alright. Let's go check in with Wesker. See what's going on with that guy.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it!
Ain't no zombie taking 3 magnum rounds.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Oh wait, so I didn't have to kill it? Oops. Oh, Trixie, Trixie. Trixie, Trixie.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Better finish searching the hall for me. It's not gonna let me go back outside. I know for a fact that you never get to go outside. Damn, my camera angle was messing me up. Can't make anything out through the darkness and fog. Oh, can I search that picture? An oil painting in a large frame. It's been well preserved and the people in it are still vividly depicted. Nice, nice, nice. Whoa, that scared the shit out of me. That reflection in the window, you guys see it? An oil painting in a large frame. Dried and cracked. This one said something different. I've checked the hall, bro. He's not in here.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around
I
here?
mean, he
can't
barely
figure
has
it
a
out.
beard.
Same here.
And that
Chris,
was like
and
his
now
signature
Wesker.
in the
There's not much we can do.
first two games.
We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay, then. I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
You know, one thing that always bothered me about the Resident Evil series is the fact that after the third game, like, Barry played a pretty large role in this game. You couldn't... Well, that was creepy. You couldn't play as him, but he played a key role. He moved around. You came across him several times throughout the course of the game. And in the third, he wasn't in the second game, obviously, because that would happen at the police station. Oh, you should have been able to jump on me. How do I get him off of me? I literally hit every button and none of them would get him off of me. I didn't know that would happen. I mean, first of all, that the dog would come into the hall. Because in the original, when you tried to open that front door, the dog would immediately pop his head in and you'd, like, scare you, and then it'd pull its head out to try and readjust and you'd close the door real quick.
Barry.
But also, I mean, I'm thinking, okay, we're just gonna test this out. I'm probably gonna die again, but I'm gonna try two things out. I'm gonna try running back through the door there and see what happens without killing the zombie. And I'm also gonna go right and open that door.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it! What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Okay, so I miss out on Kenneth's tape if I do it this way. They couldn't use doors before either. Because I know if a dog jumped on you in the other games...
Wesker!
And I think even in this original one, well, they never jumped
Jill,
on you and
help
took
me
you
look
down.
for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
They just jump on you and you take damage and you stay standing. Let's see what happens if I just go upstairs and run around. The controls aren't as
Barry.
intuitive as they
Any
were
luck,
in
Jill?
the
No,
later
nothing.
remakes.
What's
I'll tell
going
you
on
that.
around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris and now Wesker.
When
There's
the
not much we
camera
can
would
do.
change on those other ones,
We can search for him separately.
if you,
I'll
you know, as
investigate
long
the
as you
dining
kept
area.
holding down the
Okay,
direction
then
that
I'll
you were
try the
running,
door on
you
the
would
other
continue
side.
running straight. On this one,
This
you
mansion
immediately
is
like turn.
gigantic. We could easily get
Notice
lost.
that where I'll be running, the
Let's start from
camera
the
will
first
change,
floor.
and I'll immediately turn
Okay.
around and run back to where the camera
Oh.
was before.
I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
On the other remakes, as long as you kept holding down the direction you were holding before, you would keep running straight, and then you could just stop and then hold the direction that you needed to run to be going that proper direction, if that makes sense.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
Fuck you, doggy. So you can kill the dog. But I guess when you get attacked like that, if you don't have a defensive item of some sort, there's no way to break the hold. You just have to wait for the animation to finish. So I didn't die, but I'm obviously not going to, you know, continue with that. This is different. But then again, you know, Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remakes were different as well. I'm just glad it's clearly not as different as it was on the GameCube. On the GameCube, it was way different. And there was this part where there's like a ball that comes down the stairs rolling after you, like
that wasn't even in the original, and I couldn't get past that part. I couldn't. I mean, I searched everywhere I could go, and I just couldn't.
Barry.
From the other side. This has more of an original Resident Evil feel, though. Of like a Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 for the PS1, where the camera is fixed. And you basically, you know, have to deal with it. Like, one of the scariest things about the original 3 was the fact that, you know, when you'd enter a room, a lot of times the first camera angle you had was just you and the door behind you. And you didn't know how big the room was. All you could do was hear the zombies or monsters moving around the room, and you were afraid to take a step forward to change the camera because they literally could be right there, you know what I mean? The zombie's immortal, by the way. Because you gotta figure, I killed this zombie here. And then Barry shoots it 3 times with a Magnum. 3 times. That was the way you knew back in the day when the blood would pool. You knew it was really dead. Okay. Not all items obtained. That's nice. That wasn't in the original. Blue doors opened already. check anything else. Okay, so he shoots it 3 times with a magnum, which, if anybody's played Resident Evil,
Barry!
puts things
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
And this thing still gets up. And
Let me take
goes
care
in
of
the
it.
other room. The little zombie that could.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
And can use doors. I mean, no wonder it took out Kenneth. What did Kenneth have a weapon?
Wesker!
Sorry, this is probably going to be one of my shortest
Jill,
streams
help me
of
look
the
for it.
series.
Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Because honestly, I'm kind of tired. Which is weird, because I actually slept in. I usually drive from 1 a.m. to about 10 a.m.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Well, that was
Chris
different.
and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay, then. I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
Oh, that just reminded me. I was talking about Barry when I was rudely killed by the, It's actually gonna let me go in here. Where the hell's Barry? He said he was gonna check the dining room. Pop off a save real quick. I'm not concerned with getting a good grade, so I'll probably be saving a lot. First playthrough, I've learned with the Resident Evils, you know, you don't want to focus so much on, you know, getting the good grades. Because you used to, you know, unlock good stuff by getting good grades. Like, you had to complete the game in, like, under 5 hours, have less than 5 saves, and the other thing that would affect your grade was if you had used aid sprays. But anyways, what I was saying about Barry is that basically in the first game, let me see if any other doors let me go through them. In the first game, you dealt with Barry a lot. Second game was in the police station with Leon and Claire, and Barry was basically, he had already kind of lightweight left town. And in the third game, which actually happens 24 hours before the beginning of the second game and 24 hours after the end of the second game, well, I can't say that. I guess the second, I don't know if they explained where Barry was during that point. or if he was dead, or you just don't know. I mean, there was no reason to bring him up because obviously he wasn't there in Africa where they were. But they never really explained in 4 or 5. Well, 4 obviously because, like I said, that was Leon, and that was in. Was that in Europe, in some part of Spain, or was it in Central America? I was never too clear on that. I know it was a Spanish-speaking country, I think, or for all I know, it could have been a Romanian. I always thought it was a Spanish-speaking country. But anyways, there's no reason for Barry to have been in that. I mean, there's no logical reason for them to bring him into it. 5, because it was Jill and Chris. Maybe they make a reference to Barry, but I don't know. But there was no reason for him to be in Africa where they were at, so that's why he wasn't in that one. Now, and that's my problem is like 5 kind of ended a story arc. When 5 ended, it was kind of the end of a story arc. It almost felt like for me that that's where they should have ended that story arc, kind of like how they ended the Ether story arc in Zombies. But I did purchase 6 at one point. I didn't have it long. My living situation was kind of different at that time, and I ended up not having it long. And I think I only played like an hour or two, and it was just so different that I didn't like it. I mean, it's hard to explain. Like these first 3, which I don't think 2 or 3 are set up in chapters. Maybe the remakes are, but they originally neither of them were set up in the chapter design. Kind of like a Devil May Cry, how that was. You were exploring the castle and the grounds and shit, but also, you had chapters and episodes. You know what I mean? I know 4 kind of was set up in the chapter design, but it didn't feel as different. It still felt kind of freeform. For the most part, you could go backwards. 5 was kind of the same thing. It had chapters, but it's still. I don't know. That's somehow, some way. 6 had a way of coming off that the chapters were more pronounced. And it just kind of felt to me, the little that I played, like you weren't playing a full coherent Resident Evil game so much as a series of independent episodes. You know what I mean? So I played about, I don't know, an hour, first couple of chapters worth, and was just like, nah, this isn't. It just. I didn't think it was that good. I didn't finish it, and so I don't know the story for that one. And they brought in Jake Mueller, who's supposedly Wesker's son, and I'm just like, well, I thought he was a cool character. I'm like, I thought it was a shitty move on their part. Like, the Wesker arc was over, let it end. There's no reason to go back to the well. It's kind of like what they're doing with Cold War. They're, they they said that the Ether story was over and it's not coming back, and yet it kind of is. I mean, the Dark Ether is the Ether kind of bleeding back over. I mean, you've got Samantha is in the game. Obviously, she survived, so it makes sense. But her getting trapped in the ether Firebase Z, the Dark Ether for Firebase Z, and now she's got powers like she did in the Ether storyline. And Richtofen's gonna come into it, and it feels like they tried to get away from the Ether and say it's done and it's not coming back, and then took a couple half steps and then got scared and started rushing back to the Ether. Which I don't blame them. Anytime they've ever tried to bring on a new crew, and I'm not talking like a temporary crew like Call of the Dead or Five or Mob of the Dead or Shadows. I'm talking about a full on, like, long term crew like Victus and Chaos. A lot of the player base just complained so bad, just were so whiny. And they're gonna have to be brave and just ignore them, because there is a lot of people out there that they just don't like change, and they say they want new content, but they don't want new content. You know what I mean? They want the same premise crew, and if you try and introduce a new crew, like Victus was great. I love Victus. Transit's my favorite zombies map of all time, and I have nostalgic reasons for that, and I also like the aesthetic of the map. I think it's one of the spookier maps. It's very dark and has a very 50s feel to it. But I mean, people might not remember, but when Victus crew was, during the period of the Victus crew, Transit, Die Rise, and Buried, people complained so fucking much. They hated the Victus crew, and oh my god, they hated them. And then the same with Chaos. I'm kind of sad because to be honest, the Chaos story in Black Ops 4 I find more interesting than any of the. I mean, let's face it, all of the Ether maps are rehashes. They're remakes. And the story, I didn't really care for that much. But the Chaos maps were my favorite. Voyage is top 5 maps all time for me, and Dead of the Night is also up there. Um, I thought 9 was great at first, but everybody loves 9. It's their favorite map. To me, at first I'm like, oh yeah, I love the Gladiator Arena. I love the Shield. But after playing it for a while, it's like, it's really a base map. I mean, there's one central arena, 4 towers around it, and then a basement. I mean, there's not a lot going on with that map. Um, Not a huge fan of 9. I mean, I am, but it's one of those. It's like D Machine. I love D Machine. When it came out, I thought it was a great map. But because it was the only map that we had for like 3, 4 months, I still can't bring myself to go back and play D Machine and enjoy it. I just got so burnt out on it. And I feel the same way about 9. I am not going to say it's a bad map. I still think it's a good map. I just got a little burnout on it. And I don't think it's as good as D Machine, but that's because, like I said, in my opinion, it's a very simplistic map. Ancient Evil, I'm going to say I haven't played that one a ton. I like it. I think it's a very interesting map. I like the two sides of it. I am going to take away some credit from Treyarch because it's basically a lot of the same. It's 9 just in a different location. I mean, it's the same aesthetic. But, it's not a bad map.
I've just, I have problems with Treyarch because most of the maps on 4 are rehashes or remakes. You had, for real, the only original maps on 4 would be 9, Voyage, and Dead of the Night. Now, I've heard people say Voyage isn't a new map because it's just a facility map. I don't see it. I don't see it at all, what they're talking about with that one. Fuck yeah, I'll take that. Oh, that was a shadow, thank God. I didn't know you could go this way. I think in the original game you couldn't. If you tried to go back into the dining room, it would say, no, Barry went this way, and you gotta go the other way. So, anyways, before I got caught up on I was talking about Jake Mueller and how, he's either the son of Wesker or some kind of clone of Wesker. And I just felt like that was, let Wesker be dead or whatever. But I know he was one of the most popular characters. But there was no need to to rehash Wesker in that way. I felt like it was a cheap grab for fans' nostalgia. But, and then, so I never finished 6, so I don't know if oh, fuck this. I know I'm not supposed to be here yet. We'll come out here for a minute and let him get reset. Okay. And then 7, I didn't even know was 7. Biohazard, I thought that because originally in Japan, these weren't called Resident Evil. They were called Biohazard. So when they came out with Resident Evil Biohazard, I thought it was a kind of a reimagining, kind of a starting fresh reimagining of the whole series. Like it was like the series as we know it ended with 6, and then Biohazard was going to be a new beginning of the franchise, if that makes sense. But no, come to find out that it's actually, I seen it on the store, it's labeled as Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Now, I don't think that it is connected to the other ones. I don't think, because
I don't think any of the characters like Leon or Claire or Jill or Chris are in it. I don't think any of them are in it. I think it's just kind of is a new story. It's a totally different, separate thing. Who knows? But what started this all off is, what happened to Barry? What happened to his character? Why did he just kind of disappear from the series? Chief Irons looking motherfucker. He ain't dead. He still ain't dead. Oh, fuck you, dude. He's just waiting around that corner for me. I know he is. Yeah, you ain't fooling nobody. He's dead now. That corpse is sus. He's gonna get up at some point. Anyone else think I'm about to die? Need a box. That sounded wrong. Alright, let's go through this door. Oh, that leads right at... Okay. Okay. I see. I see. My dude ain't dead. Can't jump down. Huh. That's how we do that right there. It's taking me a minute to get used to these. Wait a minute. It's already equipped. Alright. I need a box, bruh. Yeah, when I find a damn sword, I'm gonna be in all kinds of rooms, yo. I don't think I was supposed to be able to come through there yet. I know you couldn't on the original game. it stop? What's this say? He's dead. The music stopped. I want my dagger back, whore. Oh, I shouldn't talk like that on a live stream. Alright. Okay. So now I got 100% items here. See, you used to go this way originally. Through the dog hallway. It was a hallway that went around and like you would go around the hallway and like halfway through the hallway. Oh, I thought I heard Mr. X stomping around up there at first. Like you would go around the hallway and the dogs would come jumping through the window. And you never really have to go back through that hallway. So I always would just fucking run straight through. I can't really. I know I dropped that crystal, but I don't have any room to pick it up, I don't think. No. I gotta find a box. Do they not have boxes in this one anymore? Did I check this door over here? Yeah, I did. Thought for a second he had come back to life. I might be chain smoking a little bit, but I'm kind of tired. Oh, you know what I could do? I know what I can do. I can go save and get rid of that ribbon. Most save points come with a ribbon. So I'm just going to take the chance that I'll get plenty of ribbons throughout the game. They're being pretty unforgiving, not giving me a box. Maybe there is no box in this one. I could swear in the original there was boxes. I don't think there was one in this first save area, but I think in other save areas there were. Maybe I can get rid of this right away. Is this what you're looking for down here? Nope, that's not where that goes. I'm taking it. Okay, Brandon.
I only know his last name because of the STARS office in Resident Evil 2. Well, this one does kind of keep moving if you just hold it down. Guess I'm just twitchy. I haven't been in here. I went in, but I left immediately because I'm like, ah. Oh no, this is the... This is the... This is the hallway that I kept dying on in the other one. This is like the game. The GameCube version. Because I don't remember this from the original at all, but I remember this from the GameCube version. So I guess this is a remake of the GameCube version. I've got everything here. I'm just avoiding going outside because I know if you go outside, that's where the hunters and shit start appearing. I know that's very meta. First, let's go in here. Because I swear that looks like there's a little room. How did you get... Stop. Doesn't it look like there's a room that I can go into back there? Wasn't there a thing like if I kept checking this like over and over again, it eventually would fall? Let's see. Give it a couple minutes. disconcerting if this is a remake of the GameCube version, because I might end up having to go online and look some stuff up. I mean, when I played the GameCube version, I didn't really have access to the internet. I mean, that was before smartphones, really. I think they were around, but they were just becoming a thing. This was like '06. Maybe even before then. So I just remember I didn't play it long. I didn't actually own the game. I never owned a GameCube of my own. My cousin had one. So I just played it a couple of times on his GameCube. And I would always get stuck in that hallway where that key is, because like that shield with the spikes comes out and kills you if you grab the key. Or no, I think I got past that part, but there is a part where like there's a stairway where a ball I don't remember. I just remember there was a part where I would get stuck and I would literally search all the rooms I could be in and I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. And since I only played it like 3 or 4 times, and I didn't like that they had changed it so much from the original. And it's more egregious to me, even though I didn't play much of the original. I did play it enough to beat it a couple of times, at least with Jill. And, you know, with the remake for Part 2 that they did, and the remake for 3, yeah, they're different, but, I mean, they're not different enough to be super egregious, in my opinion. Like, I didn't ever have any trouble finding my way through it. I mean, most of the puzzles were the same, you just had to find stuff in different locations. So, and I never hit a point where it was like, okay, I've been to all the unlocked locations I can go to, how come I can't figure this out? I almost feel like this is a thing, though, that there was a, you know, even in the original game, there was like a picture on this wall that if you just kept messing with it, eventually it would fall over and you could go behind it. But my memory might be playing tricks on me. And we'll give it another minute or so of me doing this and see what happens.
We know what that's for. I thought that was the door closing behind me. Alrighty then. Oh, that coffin above my character doesn't seem ominous. The four masks. A mask that speaks no evil, a mask that smells no evil, a mask that sees no evil, a mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all four fall into place, evil will awaken. Well, that doesn't sound like something we want to do. Ah, the sword, this sword. kinda getting somewhere. Got a sword key. That doesn't make any sense because there's no other doors into that area. I mean, look at it. You see any other way in there? Helmet. There's a sword up here. That's a sword. This one is locked from the other side. There's armor on that other side. Just trying to be thorough. Record is Jupiter. We all know about herbs. but I'll read it anyways. It's a well-known fact that there exist many plants that are credited with medicinal healing powers. Since ancient times, mankind has been healing wounds and diseases using various plants. In this book, we will sample 3 herbs that are native to the Arklay Mountains and briefly outline each of the medicinal qualities. Each herb has a distinct color and a distinct medicinal quality. The green herb recovers physical strength. The blue herb neutralizes natural toxins. However, the red herb has no real effect by itself. We have found that mixing green and red herbs results in magnified effect. We will outline the effects of red herbs when mixed with other herbs when we have more data. Meanwhile, feel free to experiment on your own, for true knowledge is only acquired through experience. Da 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 da. Finding all kinds of shit. Whoa. Oh, he dead. Oh, he dead. What did I get in this hallway? Oh, that board. I want to go see something real quick. I know there was another door in that room and a downstairs that led to a bunch of doors that basically put me behind this door. So I want to see if my sword key opens this door. It does, but I'm not going through there yet. Because like I said, that's... Still not open, huh? my cigarette is done. Because I think I might have messed it up before. I don't know if you're allowed to walk away. Before you know, you have to just repeatedly keep doing this for a bunch of times. Or if, you know, hopefully it's a cumulative thing. But I swear there was like a secret that if you just kept hitting this picture, it would eventually move or something and you could get behind it. So who knows? I mean, just keep hitting it and see what happens. As of yet, I don't have any viewers, so it's not like I'm, you know, boring the shit out of anybody unless somebody's gonna watch this later on. And if that's the case, then you maybe want to skip ahead at this point in the video until, I don't know, 5 minutes or so elapse. I just feel like I remember that I spent the whole first game like trying to get into this room and not figuring out, and so I finally looked it up, and yeah, it turns out that the secret was that you had to like stand here and continuously interact, and like the 50th or 100th or 200th time that you interacted with it, it would fall down or move out. It gave you a different prompt and you could move it out of the way, or and you could actually get into the room. Because I'm fairly certain that there's no other way into that room but behind this painting. I thought I got something because she just like stopped and changed her pose. Let's see if it happens again. I could be remembering something from an entirely different game, though. I mean, I'm also kind of vaguely, like, I know on Final Fantasy, the original, if you were in the ship, and you just hit A and B together, like, 50 or 60 times, or 100 times, it would bring up a little puzzle game. And if you solved the puzzle, you were rewarded with, like, 400 gold or 400 experience or something. Like, it wasn't anything spectacular of a reward. I mean, really, it was only useful towards the very beginning of when you first got the boat and you didn't have a lot of money. You know, it would help out with your purchases in that first town where you fight the pirates. Not the first town you go to, that's Cornelia Castle, but I think that second town was like Kravka or Kafka or some shit. This is pretty boring. An eerie picture of the mansion. I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. This is unfortunate. I think the next time I save, I'm gonna have to go ahead and call it. Just pick this up whenever I wake up. I've got the day off tomorrow. I just gotta do some laundry. I feel like I've been doing this for like 8 minutes, guys. I'll give it till 2:10 and then that's a wrap. I guess if you hit it enough, she just steps back. Which is probably my cue that nothing's happening here. I know I went past 210, but I wanted to hit it for the full minute, and she stepped back like towards the beginning of the minute, so we'll go to 211. Screw off.
Barry,
Oh, Jill. Got any good news?
other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
Alright then, let's split up again.
See you later.
Ciao.
That was different. I wonder if that happens just from a certain amount of time of moving around the building. Or because I spent so long searching one place. Thought maybe because it happens, it was a cue that something else happened. They are running each other through. I need a box. I need a box. Was this a sword? I think this might have been a sword. What does that mean? That's everything in here. Since you get a dagger here and you get a dagger in that one room, they really want to emphasize those defensive weapons. They put you in a position where, at least in this case, you're in a better position. You can actually run away and use your weapon. Whereas in the art room, they really didn't give you a lot of room to run away. I probably could have tried to run past him. But they put you in those two positions. I hit the door. Well, I won't be going that way to get through there anymore. That was some bullshit. know what? I bet I dropped down into there. From the second floor. Oh yeah. Don't want to go back through the crow hallway. And I kind of don't want to die at this point either. Did he unlock any of these doors when he came through? Alright, let's go this way. I don't want to mess with that yet. I just want to see if the crows are on this floor too. That body's still there? Yeah, fuck that. There's nothing in that room anyways. Chief Irons dead on the floor. least now I can pick more stuff up. I think there's a box. I think this was a save room. Yeah. Special instructions for the disposal of dead bodies. We have new information regarding those beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Currently, there are 2 known methods to cease their resurrection: incineration, destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll need to find by yourself. Well, I already found the lighter, I just couldn't pick it up. But does this mean they may appear dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life? Incineration or destruction of the head. Does this mean that the zombies that I've already killed can get back up after a certain amount of time? I mean, that's in no way similar to how it was before. I don't have an ink ribbon. Sad, very sad. Oh, there's an ink ribbon. I don't really need the knife. Don't really need the knife. We'll do a little see no oil, yo. There's oil. Alright. So, that's diddly done. And how do I get through to there? Oh wait, it was the armor door. So that's the door I gotta go through. Because the other one is locked from the other side. I don't like these windows. Wonder what that's for. You know what? I'm gonna bring that stuff. I'll have 2 spaces left. And I gotta use it pretty soon. the door we want. Didn't say a witch on the other side. Oh, the mysteries, the mysteries. I don't think it was a witch. Maybe this is what needs to be pierced through. I don't know. Let's go grab some of this stuff out of here that I couldn't grab before. This is going to be locked from the other side. Oh, both doors have used the armor. Very interesting. Crumpled memo. Today, Sir Spencer told me to hide something where no one could find it. Well, I had this idea. I figured if I could somehow have it protected by a dangerous animal, like the vicious canine that lives here, no one would be able to get near it. That looks like a picture of the witch. As far as I can tell, the mud is always hanging around the second floor balcony on the west side of the terrace, and he ought to come running at the sound of the dog whistle. This is where you come in. The thing is, I reckon you're the only person that can get near the damn dog without risking a serious mauling. Which means only you can put this collar on him. The object that Sir Spencer wants hidden is concealed inside. You're the only person I can trust with this. Of course, you'll get something out of it as well. Remember that certain item that you've always wanted to get hold of? Well, in exchange for your services, I just might be able to get it for you. This could work out well for both of us. John Tolman. I don't have room. Let's explore that. I should have left the shield behind because I'm almost certain I remember where that goes. Almost certain it's behind that armor door on the first floor on the west wing. Down there, and or maybe it's the room with the piano, I'm pretty sure.
think I'm gonna have to pick this up mañana. What time is it anyways? It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, this is a good stopping point for today. I'll pick it up tomorrow. And we'll see what happens is, you know what I'm saying? I got no viewers during this, but I'm not disconcerted. I mean, number one, all of these games are older. None of them are brand new, so there might not be a lot of interest for any of them. Number two, I didn't title the actual game. I mean, the Resident of Evil series is the title of the live stream. So, I mean, it might come up if people search Resident Evil, but I doubt it. And from what Codename Pizza has been saying, YouTube really isn't pushing live streams right now. And I'm sure there are lots of people that covered this game as well as many of the other Resident Evil games. So when you look up Resident Evil, you might have to do some searching to just find me. But I'm still going to continue as if, people are watching and, hope for the best. But, yeah, we'll pick this up mañana. And with that, I say good day, my friends.